Om Namah Shivaya. In the sacred town of Ayodhya, where Lord Rama once walked, lived the greatest poet of devotion. Tulsidas spent his days singing the glories of Rama. Yet this devoted Rama Bhakta also composed verses for Shiva. This beautiful truth reveals the unity of divine forms. The same consciousness manifests as Rama and as Shiva. Tonight we enter the Rudrashtakam. 8 verses that capture Shiva in his most primordial form. Rudra, the howler. The storm god who dances at the edge of creation and destruction. Tulsidas saw no contradiction in praising both Rama and Rudra. He understood what the ancient sages knew. All paths lead to the same eternal truth. The name Rudra comes from the Sanskrit root rud, meaning to cry or howl. In the Vedas, Rudra appears as the fierce deity of storms and healing. He is the wild wind that destroys crops and the gentle breeze that brings rain. He is the disease and the cure, the fear and the fearlessness. Over centuries, this Vedic Rudra evolved into Shiva, the auspicious one. The Vedas speak of 11 Rudras. These are cosmic principles that govern destruction and renewal. They are not 11 separate beings, but 11 aspects of one divine force. Each Rudra represents a different quality of transformation. The power that breaks down old forms so new life can emerge. Let us now enter the first verse of Tulsidas' masterpiece. Namami Shamishan Nirvan Roopam. Vibhum Vyapkam Brahm Vedha Roopam. I bow to the Lord of Peace, the embodiment of liberation. The all-pervading one, the form known to the Vedas as Brahman. Here Tulsidas begins with the highest truth. Shiva is not merely a deity with form. He is the formless essence behind all forms. Nirvan Rupa means the very embodiment of liberation. To see Shiva truly is to be free from all bondage. The word Shamishan means Lord of Peace. This is the paradox of Rudra. In his fierce dance of destruction lies perfect tranquility. Vibhum Vyapkam speaks of his all-pervading nature. He is not contained in temples or images. He fills every atom of existence. From the smallest grain of sand to the vastest galaxy. This is the Brahman that the Vedas proclaim. The consciousness that is the ground of all being. Nijam Nirgun Nirvilkaram. Shantam Nirlam Sada Shivam Karo. He is pure, beyond attributes, free from all modifications. Peaceful, solitary, eternally auspicious, the doer of good. This second line reveals Shiva's transcendent nature. Nirgun means beyond all qualities. Yet how can we worship what has no qualities? This is the beautiful mystery. In his formless aspect, Shiva is beyond description. Yet he manifests with form out of compassion for devotees. Nirvilkaram means unchanging. While the universe transforms constantly, Shiva remains the still center. Like the eye of a hurricane, perfectly calm while storms rage around it. Shantam reinforces his peaceful nature. This peace is not mere absence of conflict. It is the dynamic stillness that supports all movement. The third verse brings us deeper into his cosmic role.
Nijam Nirakram Akam Tattva Manupam. Gayanam Guna Rahitam Chinmayam Paramatma Roopam.
He is formless, one without a second, the supreme principle. Knowledge itself, free from all qualities, consciousness embodied, the supreme soul. Nirakram means formless, yet this formlessness is not emptiness. It is fullness beyond all forms. Akam means one without a second. This is the Advaitic truth that Tulsidas embraces. There is only one reality appearing as many. When we see multiplicity, we are seeing through the veil of Maya. Chinmayam is a beautiful word. It means made of consciousness itself. Not that Shiva has consciousness, but that he is consciousness. Every thought, every awareness, every moment of knowing is Shiva himself knowing through countless forms. The fourth verse introduces us to his divine activities.
ईशा नित्य निरश्रयम भावशून्य निर्वाणा शांति प्रकाश ऐश्वर्या गुना पूर्णा.
The eternal Lord, independent, free from worldly existence. Liberation, peace, light, and divine powers, all these qualities are complete in him. Nirashrayam means self-dependent. Shiva needs nothing. He is complete in himself. Yet from this completeness flows infinite compassion. Bhavshunya means free from becoming. While we are caught in cycles of birth and death, change and decay, Shiva remains beyond all transformation. The word Prakash reveals his luminous nature. Shiva is not illuminated by light. He is light itself, the consciousness that illuminates all experience. Every moment of seeing, hearing, thinking is possible because of this inner light of awareness. In the fifth verse, Tulsidas paints a vivid picture of Shiva's form. Vyoma kesh lalat netram vishalam. Prasanna vaktara netra kamlam. His hair is like the sky, his forehead broad, his eyes vast. His face is serene, his eyes like lotus petals. Vyoma kesh, hair like the sky. Imagine the infinite expanse of space as Shiva's flowing locks. Dark, boundless, filled with stars like flowers. His forehead, Lalat, is broad and peaceful. The seat of wisdom, unmarked by worry or confusion. The third eye rests here, closed in meditation, ready to open when truth must burn away illusion. His eyes are described as vast, Vishalam. These are not ordinary eyes that see only surfaces. They penetrate to the essence of everything. Yet they are gentle as lotus petals, Kamalam. The same eyes that can destroy the universe with their fire gaze upon devotees with infinite tenderness. The sixth verse continues this divine portrait. Soma Sarv Sashi Shekhram. Mriga Dharini Kamandalu Karma. He wears the moon as his crown, the deer and water pot in his hands. The crescent moon adorns his matted locks. This is not mere decoration. The moon represents the cooling power that balances his inner fire. In Ayurveda, the moon is associated with Soma, the nectar of immortality. Shiva carries this cooling principle to temper his fierce energy. The deer, Mriga, represents the mind that has been tamed. In his left hand, Shiva holds the mind that once wandered restlessly through the forest of desires. Now it rests peacefully in his palm. The Kamandalu, the water pot, holds the waters of grace. From this vessel flows the stream that becomes the Ganga, purifying all it touches. The seventh verse reveals his fearsome aspect. Bhuta Pishach Nivasi Masan. Rudra Rupa Sarv Nasha Karaka. He dwells in cremation grounds with ghosts and spirits. In Rudra form, he is the destroyer of all. Here we meet Shiva as Rudra, the terrible one. The cremation ground, Masan, is his favorite dwelling. Not because he delights in death, but because he sees beyond the illusion of death. Where others see ending, he sees transformation. Where others see decay, he sees the eternal essence that never dies. The Bhuta and Pishach, ghosts and spirits, are drawn to him. These represent all the fears and unresolved energies that haunt the human mind. In Shiva's presence, even these find peace. He is Sarv Nasha Karaka, the destroyer of all. But what does he destroy? Not the soul, which is immortal. He destroys ignorance, ego, all that keeps us from recognizing our true nature. The final verse brings us to the ultimate realization. Tulsidas Sada Hari Chera. Kaha Bhaye Vanhi Shankara Bhajna. Tulsidas is forever the servant of Hari. How can he sing the praises of Shankara? In this beautiful conclusion, Tulsidas poses the question that troubled some of his contemporaries. How can a devoted follower of Rama also worship Shiva? The answer lies in understanding that Hari and Hara are one. Vishnu and Shiva are different faces of the same ultimate reality. The great saints see no division. Tulsidas worshipped Rama as the supreme, yet he recognized the same divinity in Shiva. This is the mark of true wisdom. To see the unity behind apparent diversity. To worship the one truth through many names and forms. The 11 Rudras mentioned in the Vedas represent this cosmic function of transformation. They are Kapali, Pingala, Bhima, Virupaksha, Vilohita, Shasna, Ajpada, Ahirbudhanya, Shambhu, Chanda and Bhava. Each governs a different aspect of the cosmic process. Together they ensure that creation never becomes stagnant. They are the divine vines that clear away the old to make space for the new. When we chant this Rudrashtakam, we are not merely praising a distant deity. We are invoking these transformative forces within ourselves. The Rudra energy destroys our inner demons. The fears, attachments, and illusions that keep us bound. Each verse is a missile aimed at ignorance. Traditionally, this stotra is chanted during times of difficulty. When devotees face illness, obstacles, or inner turmoil. The fierce energy of Rudra burns through all blockages. But it can also be recited for spiritual growth. Each verse helps dissolve the ego mind that separates us from our divine nature. The best time for recitation is during the Brahma Muhurta, the pre-dawn hours. When the world sleeps and the mind is naturally still. Light a lamp, sit facing east, and let these ancient words transform your consciousness. Begin with Om Namah Shivaya. Let each verse sink deep into your awareness. Some devotees chant this Ashtakam during the month of Shravan, the holy season dedicated to Shiva. Others recite it on Mondays, the day sacred to Shiva. But truly, any moment when the heart yearns for transformation is the right time for Rudrashtakam. As you chant, visualize Shiva in his cosmic dance. The Tandav that creates and destroys universes. See the rhythm of creation pulsing through his movements. The drum in his hand beats the primal sound. The fire in his other hand consumes all that is false. His dance is not destruction for its own sake. It is the eternal rhythm of renewal. The unity that Tulsidas discovered between Rama and Shiva is available to every sincere seeker. When the heart opens in devotion, all apparent contradictions dissolve. The gentle Rama and the fierce Rudra are revealed as one consciousness expressing itself through different moods and modes. This is why the greatest saints could worship multiple forms without confusion. They had realized the truth behind all forms. Whether we call the divine Rama, Krishna, Shiva, or Devi, we are calling the same eternal presence that dwells in our own heart. The Rudrashtakam of Tulsidas thus becomes a bridge between devotion and knowledge, between form and formlessness, between the seeker and the sought. Each verse is a step on this bridge, leading us from the world of names and forms to the nameless, formless truth. May Lord Shiva, the auspicious one, the destroyer of ignorance, bless you with inner peace, fearlessness, and liberation.